everyone, Chris from Flying Star Astrology. Today we are going to talk about Flying Star number 5. And Flying Star number 5 is known as the disaster star. Dun, da, da, da. So it can bring disaster, but that's usually more on a global level. I don't usually see a whole lot of disaster when it comes to people. So when it comes to this particular star, it's asking you to change, but it's asking you to change in a way that's usually not always pleasant. So it reminds me of the story my mom told me when I was growing up about how her dad taught her how to swim. They were at a lake, she's standing on the dock, and he just shoves her in and says, figure it out. That's kind of how this star works. And this month it sits in the Northeast, which is the area of wisdom, spirituality, learning, books, teachers, things of that nature. So with this star flying in to the Northeast during the month of November, what this can mean is if you're in school, you may decide that you don't particularly like the subject that you're studying. Maybe it's just one class, maybe it's the entire curriculum that you're studying, and so you want to change majors. Or you could decide you don't really like your job and you want to go back to school. It could be that you have a test, you didn't study for it, and you get an F, and you weren't expecting to get an F. That's the kind of energy this star brings. It's not always like fun. But if you've been working on things that you wanted to change, for example, change the way you think about your life, or change the way that you're approaching your health, or changing the way that you're doing something related to learning and beliefs and spirituality or religion, this star is going to be sort of the catalyst to keep pushing you forward in the direction that you're looking to go. The only time this star causes problems is when you put up that resistance, like, I don't want this to happen. That's usually when it kind of kicks you in the ass and says, you're going, I don't really care if you're interested in doing this or not. So, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, and I think some of you probably do out there, make sure that you're on the same page as this star, and just work with it, because it's a lot easier to work with than it is to fight against, because it's going to win. You're not going to win. That's how it works with this star. Now, on a global level, on a national level, on an international level, what this star is saying is that we can expect to see more disastrous type events related to religion, related to schools, related to spirituality, related to books. So as crazy as it sounds, we may see stories on the news about book burnings. That would not be unexpected at this time. We could see some more stories than usual about kids fighting each other in school. In fact, a friend of mine posted a video just recently, and she's not the kind of person to post these videos. She's posted 2 videos, one of 2 girls fighting in middle school and another one of 2 boys fighting in high school. That's not the kind of thing this person usually posts. Other people I know I would expect this kind of thing from, but not her. That's the energy of this star. The other thing we could see is more conflict with terrorism, because that's based on a specific type of religion. So we could see more fighting and more takedowns, one side or the other. Doesn't tell you who's going to win. It just says the fighting exists. So we could see more countries say, no, we don't want terrorism in our country, and we're going to do something about it now. We could see more fighting in the Middle East. How that's possible, I can't even imagine. But with this particular star, you could see an increase. The other thing you could see is that people are conflicted about their religion this month, and that would be an individual thing. So if you're thinking about changing your religion, or you have questions about your religion or your spiritual beliefs, this is the month to start exploring something that's more suited to you and that is more in tune with your soul. So when you see the thumbnail on my video and it says disaster, watch out, it's really what I'm talking about is more on a global level. For the individual person, it doesn't have to be disastrous unless you've done something that you shouldn't be doing. For example, are you cheating on a test in school? This is the month you're probably going to get caught doing that. Are you skipping school? If you're, one of the younger kids, if you're in college, you just flunk out. But if you're one of the younger kids, you could get caught skipping school this month. If you You know, if you have disagreements with your family about religion or about spirituality, this is the month that it could kind of blow up. Like, oh, Thanksgiving's coming, right? Don't be talking about religion this month. Don't be in politics anyway. These are things you don't want to be talking about in general with people where you don't have similar thoughts and, you know, where you're on the same plane, because this month it's going to be disastrous. I can guarantee your Thanksgiving is going to suck big time if you're talking religion with people who don't come from the same philosophy you do. Don't do that. Stay away from that conversation. So that would be disastrous, which I don't mean to laugh, but seriously, you don't want to be doing that this month. So what can you do? You can put metal in the northeast area of your home, because metal energy dampens the energy of the disaster star. The challenge with the disaster star is it's never eliminated. So you just have to like tiptoe lightly with this star and work with it as best you can. If you're already in the process of change, this star is just going to help you all the more. So it can be beneficial too. The other thing is stay out of the northeast area of your home or your office as much as you can. You don't want it to be noisy in there, because noise activates the energy of that star even more. So what can you do? Move to the west. The west is a great area for this month, for November. And I already talked about it, so if you didn't see it already, go to my video on flying star number 4. This is great for learning, for anything creative, vlogging, writing, storytelling, making crafts, doing things of that nature, and also connecting with your audience. So if you have clients and you do something creative for a living, awesome month to be sitting in the West. Awesome month to be doing all your work in the West. This is where you want to be doing it, in the West, not in the Northeast. Stay out of the Northeast. So I hope you found that interesting. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, press the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, I invite you to do so. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the little bell, and you will be notified every time I put up a new video. And if you want, go ahead and comment below, and if there's a video that you want to see me make, I will do that for you. Just write down below what you want to see about flying stars, about astrology, the type of astrology I do. If you ask about Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and your star sign, I can't tell you anything about that, but I can help you with this. So see you next time. Bye.